Next, I'm going to cover the reports in this exercise. I have a report already in here that is products. It is already solved for me, so I have to create it again. I'm going to create a report. You need to know how to create a report. So select the table based on which you want to create a report and go to create report. It is not necessary to create a report based on table only. You can do that based on the queries as well. So in that case, you'll have to click the query and go to create. For the reports, you need to know how to make the formatting changes in the report. Formatting changes include changing the name of the labels, changing the size of the columns, deleting anything if it is not required. So basically, you need to know what to do in the layout view. And then you need to know the totals, how to do the totals and grouping of the data, and so on. So let's just do the formatting first. I don't need this refrigeration needed. I'm just going to remove some of the columns which are not required in this area. Okay, I don't need refrigeration needed, so I'm just going to delete it. Now notice if you just press the delete button, the data has been deleted, but I still see a column. If you press delete again, then again this happens. Now if you press delete, then the column is deleted. Alternatively, what you could have done is right click here and delete the column, or you could have gone to the arrange, select column, and then whole column would have been selected, and then you could have pressed delete. Other data I want, so I'm just going to change the view. I change the layout because if you see this dotted line, if I print out this report, this is going to get cut out. So I'm going to change the layout to landscape. When I do that, I see that it is still getting cut out. So I'm just going to decrease the size of some of my fields. I'll change the name of the product ID to just the ID. And cost also I will reduce. On hand also I'm going to reduce. And this one is also taking a lot of space, not required. And that's it. And you can change a lot of formatting by going into the property sheet window also. For example, if they want width to be particular like 1.5 or something, you can go here and type that value in here. What else? How to add background image. So how to add background image in the report. So please note that in the form layout, you have this insert image button. But if you do that, it is not going to be added in the background. It is just going to show up somewhere around here. They ask me where they want it to be added. But what do I want? I want it in the background. So for that, you will have to go to the format, background image, and select the image from there. Now the image has been added in the background. Next question, adding alternate row color. This question is extremely important from the MOS perspective, more from the MOS point of view, where you want to have like alternate row colors. So if you like look into the report view, you will notice that like you have a lot of records in here, but all of them are like the same color almost. But I want to assign green color. So what to do for that? Let's try. I go in here and I want to allocate a color. But whenever I'm trying to select, I'm not able to select a row. I try to select a row, but only the column is getting selected. What you need to do is, I'll just show you. What you need to do is click anywhere outside of this, where you have no record, basically no column. If you click here, all the rows have been selected. Then you go to the alternate row color, because if you see, if you were clicking any other place earlier, then this option was not showing up. You need to click in the right place. Then go to alternate row color and add green, and then it's okay. Now it looks better. Yes, this question is very, very important. I struggled in this one because for some time, like they had like so many columns in it, I couldn't click on the right place. So you need to figure out where to click. Okay, so click outside of the rows. Then group records. You can group records in the layout view also, and in the design view also. Both are okay. Now how I want to group them, let's see. I want to have, there is nothing same in any of them. How do I group? Let's group them on brand. I want brand to be showing first, and within the brand, they should be sorted in ascending order of ID. Now to add a group, click here. If this is not showing at the bottom, then you will have to click like this. After that, you select the brand. Then on the brand, I want group on brand. Do you want A to Z? That's okay. Do you want to have any footer section and so on? And then within this, you add a sort by product ID. And you see this sorting changed. Now within the brand, they have the IDs also listed in here. Now I decide what is the total cost of inventory I have for brand, total cost of each product. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to calculate totals. Now I want to calculate the total cost, so I'll go here and sum it. What happens at the end of the group? I see 80. That means from the affordable brand, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 products, and that a total of $80 in for each group products. You could have done this in the design view also. You see, it is already here, and they have done all the calculations also in here. After that, for the reports, you also need to know the different controls that you can use, like the page break, and also the header footers and what's their use. Please understand that report header, page header, brand header, you see, there are so many types of headers there. Report header is the header that is of the report. That means whatever you have in here is actually what you see in the starting of the report. So when you print the report, this is going to be showing only on the first page, not on every page. Whatever you have in the page header, that is going to be showing on each page. This is brand header because we grouped based on the brand. So they have like different brands. So it starts with the brand and then you have the whole data. Now, if you wanted to have something in the page footer and the page footer was not here, you will have to bring it back. So right click, click in any blank area like this, and then click page header and footer, and the page footer will start showing up. Okay, let's do another question for, I have done this date and time here, so I'm going to do this again. So the question is, add the 24-hour time on the report. Let me just check the question. I've made notes of it. Let me just have a look at it. Yes, it was, I think, 24-hour format. So I've done this here already. I'm going to do this again. So if you see in the report view, it looks like this. But this is not 24-hour format. This is, if you see AM, PM, that is 12-hour format. So what to do? Go to the design view. In the design view, you have this date and time. I want to have time, let's say in the footer. I want 24-hour format. This is 24-hour format without AM, PM. You see, that's why it is 1355 here. And now, no, I don't want to include date. I just want the time. And then when you go back to the report view, you see this has changed to 1355. Now, it was already there. That's why they just changed it. But if you don't want it to be in the header, you want it to be in the footer, you can add it in the footer also. That is okay. You see, here 1356. That is the time. Okay, so that is at the end of reports. I'm just taking a final look if I had to cover anything else on reports or queries. Just give me a minute. Okay, that's it. I have covered most of the important topics that you can see on the Microsoft Access Expert exam for 2019. Focus on these ones, maybe do a LinkedIn training, and the certificate will be, you will be able to get the certificate. Okay, all the best for your exam. I hope you get the certificate. Thank you so much.